10 years ago, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
I love that intro. I love that show. But back when I was a kid, if that show was ever on, it was a good day. It was like a day that you didn't have to use your AK. Sorry, I'm behind on everything, everybody. I accidentally took a nap today from 5 to 7, which was really the best time to take a nap when I had a bunch of shit to do. But yeah, man, went for a little motorcycle ride today. Went all the way out to Palmer Lake, if you know where that's at. It's about, I don't know, it's about a 2-hour ride there and back, you know.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so it was pretty fun. Then I went to the gym and worked out, and then I got home, and I was so fucking tired that I actually put on Alex Jones to start listening to stuff to put together a show. And the next thing I knew, Zarate was calling me. So that happened, and then I woke up, and I was like, oh, let me make dinner real quick. And so I started making dinner, and then I saw Never Enough Ammo sent me a link to some chat, and I was like, oh, what's going on? And they were playing Left 4 Dead 2, so then I had to play a game of Left 4 Dead 2 real quick instead of getting ready for the show, and here we are.
That's awesome.
But I hope everybody out there is doing good tonight. I hope you're in for a show, because you're going to have to put it together for me. You guys are going to have to ask questions, and you're going to have to direct the panel as to what's going on. This is like a choose your own adventure book, dude. And I think this was in 6th grade. We had to read a book. They were like, choose any book that's inside the library. That's the only prerequisite. If it's inside the library, you can write a report about the book. So find a book in the library and write a book report. So I found a choose your own adventure. I beat the system.
It's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
I mean, I do have a couple of things pulled up on Twitter, but it's nowhere near a show. So I guess we'll start there, and then we'll see where it takes us. Have you guys ever seen this sport? I think it's a Colorado thing only. Maybe Montana or something. They're being towed by a horse, and they're doing slalom and like picking stuff up and going around stuff and hitting jumps and stuff. And you got to, dude, this is a cool sport. Isn't that fucking awesome?
Yeah,
Horses and skiing.
Not in my area. Looks fun though.
I don't know, man.
I think
it's Honda Beat Education, yay! Oh, did I not send you a link there, Roffery Armed? I was sending them out rather hastily at the end. Let me go to Discord. Sorry, I'm so discordant. See what I did there?
Did that teacher give you a B-?
I think I got a C, but it was like, I don't care. It's not an F. So I don't have to tell my parents. Lawfully armed. I don't see your name.
How does the horse feel about that sport?
How do the boys feel about it?
The horse. Do you think the horse feels like that guy is just chasing him on skis and he's got to run?
No way. I bet the horse fucking knows what's going on to some extent.
They're pretty smart.
I bet he's having fun. Because otherwise a horse is just sitting around doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they get to be like the center of attention and everyone loves them and they're clapping for them and, you know. I bet that's awesome for a horse.
All right.
But I don't know. Maybe some horses. Although, if you were a horse that like sucked at it or didn't like it, I think they would use a different horse.
Sure. Yeah.
You know
Little
what I mean?
skittish horse. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because the horse wouldn't be very good at it, so it'd be like, oh, look, he's got to get rings on his arm. You see that? Anyway, 100% of all teenage school shooters in 52 years were all on SSRI antidepressant medications. Every one of these drugs has a black box warning to cause aggressive violent behavior and homicidal actions. So every single one of these SSRI medications has a little thing that says, oh, it may cause homicidal and suicidal actions with violent behavior. The warning stresses extreme caution to those under the age of 24.
Damn.
The black box is most severe warning the FDA can place on a drug short of an outright ban, warning that antidepressant usage for children and adolescents may increase risk of suicidality and violence. Columbia University led an independent study. The conclusion of this meta-analysis using the data was that the use of antidepressants increased the risk of suicidality and violent behavior among pediatric patients. As a result, the black box warning was added to the SSRI medications, such as Cialis. I don't even want to say those names. All of these. The black box warning lists these alarming symptoms to watch for: increased anxiety, increased panic attacks, agitation, irritability, hostility, aggressiveness, violence, impulsivity, hypomania, mania. So hypomania and mania. It's got all the mania.
I would just use the brand names, which is what's in parentheses.
Yeah,
quotations there.
Zoloft, Wellbutrin, etc.
Yeah. Celexa, Lexapro, Prozac. We know Prozac very well. Luvox, Paxil, and Zoloft. And then there's some more over there. Was it Wellbutrin, Cerazone, Ramirin, and Effexor? Haven't heard of those.
Well, Butrin made me fat.
But
That's what caused my entire body peeling.
Wait, body peeling?
Yeah.
Yep.
When I was 18, I was misdiagnosed as bipolar because they didn't realize I was autistic. And I was put on Wellbutrin. I forget what the other thing was. And it caused me to have it caused me to swell up like crazy and have a full body peeling Christmas Eve through New Year's Eve of 2003. Wow.
Jesus, dude. So you were like sick for a minute?
I almost died. Like several times in that week.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. And this has caused my health problems since. So if you ever wonder why I hate Big Pharma, that's why.
I don't want to talk about these drugs because,
I don't know. They gave me some antidepressants when my mom died. And I don't remember what it was. But I never took them. Because I'm like, dude, I'm sad because my mom died, not because I've got a fucking chemical imbalance. You know? Yeah. So and then like I thought about going on them after me and my ex broke up because just shit was so fucking bad, but
I understand that.
I was like, things suck really bad right now for a reason. Who's making all that noise?
Oh, that was probably me. My bad.
Yeah. Did your ex want to kill you and start sleeping with knives under her pillow?
No, she just wanted to like cheat on me and fucking lie about it and do a bunch of fucked up shit and then use the kids as fucking ammunition to fight against me with and then empty my bank account, which was our bank account, but then became her bank account, even though I was the only one who had a job.
Yeah, my ex-wife did the same exact thing, except there at the end, she started sleeping with a knife under her pillow because she wanted to stab me while I was sleeping.
What'd you do, Corey?
No, she was fucking batshit crazy, and when she got pregnant, like her fucking hormones went through the fucking roof and made her batshit crazy even more than she already was. I didn't do a damn thing.
Maybe
I'll
mom.
put my hand on the Bible and swear to that. But talking about all these drugs and stuff, I saw a study they did the other day where all the school shooters and stuff of recent years have all been on some version of those medications you were just listing off.
Well, according to this, it's not just recent years. According to this, we're talking for the past 52 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So
Yeah.
since 10 years before I was born, basically, every school shooter, every mass school shooter has been on some form or another of antidepressant SSRI medication. So,
And that's one thing I hate about doctors and stuff. Like you were saying, they were wanting to put you on depressants after your mom passed away. They do that all the fucking time. I've known kids that they were shoving, trying to shove pills down their throats because they were just a little energetic, a little too hyper because they were kids running around playing and doing kid stuff. And doctors wanted to drug them up, make them zombies. My niece was one example of that. They damn near killed her with putting her on all kinds of fucking medication when she didn't need it.
my youngest son, when he was in, I forget, like second grade, first grade, something like that, I guess he was a little too rambunctious for the teacher and for the teacher's assistant, so that when it was time for parent-teacher conferences, they had me and my ex, so it was me and a woman, with the principal, the vice principal, both women, the counselor, woman, the teacher, woman, and the teacher's assistant, woman. So it was 5 women against me, including my ex. Every single one of them was on board with taking my fucking first grader son and putting him on drugs so that their lives would be easier.
Yeah, it's such fucking bullshit.
And everyone was about it except for me. And they fucking gang piled on me. They were all like yelling at me. They were all fucking saying that. And I was just like, I don't give a fuck about any of your opinion. I am the father. You cannot do this without my fucking consent. And I do not consent.
Good.
And then
My son.
you know what happened?
What happened?
They didn't put him on drugs, and the kid currently gets a 4.0 GPA. He is like the smartest kid in his fucking school. He doesn't get into drugs. He doesn't get into trouble. He talks back to his mom, but there's probably a reason for that, you know?
Probably.
So yeah, like I made the fucking right decision in spite of the fact that I had 5 women screaming like fucking cackling fucking hyenas in my face about how I'm a bad parent for not putting my son on fucking drugs.
Well,
That's such fucking bullshit. I probably wouldn't have been able to not slap them.
in your defense, you weren't married to a single one of them at that point.
Yep. But no, that's awesome that you stood your ground on that Honda and protected your kid. I had to do the same thing with my son after I got custody when he was like 9 years old, because his mom and stepdad was beating the shit out of him and starving him. Like he snuck into the pantry and got some peanut butter, and they beat his ass with a fucking wooden ladle.
Sorry,
And
Honda, I had to.
they wanted to drug his ass up. I told him no, he just needs to be with me, and I'll take care of him. And it worked. Luckily, I had a couple good teachers of his that, even though he was acting out and, you know, being a little pushy and throwing hands a little bit, they all understood the situation and they weren't pushing for medication. But I know it happens all the time.
Yeah, it's sad, dude. Well, and a lot of the time, like fucking the parents are just like, well, if that's what the doctors and the teachers say that you should do, you know? And I was talking to a friend of mine who was on Ritalin, I guess, or whatever the fucking drugs is that they use.
Ritalin, yeah.
Yeah, Ritalin.
And I guess, dude, and he was saying this is something that he has confirmed with multiple people that are in the same age group. He's like, I think 2 years younger than me, so he's like right in the same age. At one point they switched. I guess you had to take Ritalin multiple times a day, right? But
Yes.
at some point they switched it to a single pill time release type thing.
Mhm.
And they put him on it, and they put a bunch of people on this. And the thing was, the time release didn't always release in like how it was supposed to. And so he told me that like sometimes he'd be sitting in class and he would be like, it would be like being as high as you could possibly be, like the best feeling you've ever had in your entire life because of this drug, and then it would wear off and he would want more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, how
Yeah,
many kids
Well,
became fucking drug addicts or had that same experience and went down the other path instead of like stopping using it, fucking dove into it and started doing like cocaine and other shit too, trying to get that feeling again.
Well, yeah, that I was gonna bring that up too, because if they would have drugged your kid like they wanted to back then, do you really think he would be where he is now with his 4.0 and doing as awesome as he is? Do you think that would have happened?
all right. I'm going to jump in here, and I don't like talking about my medical background, but I will. Okay. Those that are diagnosed with ADD or ADHD, and whether you think it's bullshit or not, that's besides the point. What they did back in the late 80s and early 90s and throughout the 90s is they would give the child Ritalin, or they'd give them Adderall to try and get them from jumping in their seats all the time to make them more focused. And the idea was for the medication to make that child more focused on their schoolwork or their tasks of the day. Okay. And for some children it worked. For others, it, as Honda said, it was more addictive.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And that was the purpose of that kind of medication with those kind of cases. And I only say this from experience.
And I'm not saying that, it's not a bad thing, because I know there are some children out there that do need some medicine. But you have to admit that doctors overprescribe all the time, not just to kids, but even adults.
Well, you know the reason why they overprescribe? It's because all these
Money.
all these corporations that push that make all these medications, they always send a representative to these doctors to get them to push those medications.
Yeah, for money. Big bags.
I mean, I'm not even sure. This shit shouldn't be legal, dude. Like, we're the only country in the world, as far as I know, that has made it legal for pharma producers to advertise in commercials on TV. So, like, people come from other countries and they, like, watch, like, the Super Bowl or whatever, and they're like, why are we watching a fucking, like, AstraZeneca fucking, or whatever it is, fucking commercial?
AstraZeneca.
Yeah, or whatever. It doesn't matter what the fucking thing is. That's not the point. The point is that it's a drug that a doctor has to prescribe to you if you have some sort of ailment. Why in the name of Jesus would there possibly be a fucking TV advertisement for it?
Right?
What are you supposed to do? Go to your doctor and be like, I was watching the Super Bowl the other day, doc, and I think I need some of that Levitra. Is that what they want you to do? And the doctor
Pretty much, yeah.
You know what? Levitra. That sounds like you need that. What does it do? I don't even know. The commercial was just like people were happy and there was clouds. And I want to be happy in the clouds.
It doesn't always work like that, but, some people do say that.
And how many times has there been a drug that they're like, oh, take Ozempic if you want to lose weight or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
And then 6 months to 6 years to however long later, you see on the TV, did you take Ozempic? If so,
someone you love.
Money.
You may be entitled to compensation.
Yeah, sorry we made your dick never get hard again.
Oh, that
Ouch.
explains a lot, man.
Viagra doesn't
that
even work.
explains a lot. Wow.
You could take all the Viagra and it wouldn't work.
I'm sorry, Honda.
You're basically dead down there now.
You know the way he says that with much zeal and and angst. It sounds like he's speaking from experience.
Maybe, yeah, just a little bit, just a wee little bit.
I don't take drugs, man. I smoke them.
Yeah.
Ain't no weed ever make your dick soft. And I know the way that shit works. Dude, if weed made your dick go soft forever, people wouldn't smoke it.
Oh, hell no. That'd be the biggest deterrent of all time.
Be like, yeah, I'm high, but was it worth it? No.
Yeah, they have pot just for about a lot of elements, to relax you, to for pain control, etc. Does it do anything to affect your blood pressure to help keep it regulated?
I don't know. I've never done science like that.
Well, I know it doesn't stop blood flow to certain areas, so,
This is true. There's
I
one
am-
medication that I take several different pills for because I have high blood pressure.
Yeah, me too. I have high blood pressure. They gave me Cialis as one of them, to be honest.
Well, I got diagnosed with a high blood pressure shortly after finding out about my brain tumor. So they pretty much believe it's related to it because there are several shit that popped up after that.
It's either that or the briskets.
The briskets.
yeah, could be the
Surprisingly, I haven't made a brisket in quite a while. I have done ribs. I just haven't had the money to get a brisket.
You're fucking slipping, Corey. Okay, if you kill a deer, is there a deer brisket?
Oh, yummy. What?
And you might be able to form one, but I know there's a deer tri-tip. I don't know about a brisket, though.
Well, I know they got the back straps. Dwayne Christian says, "Read my question, Hodler. Read my question." Where's your
He's
question?
yelling.
I don't see your question, bro. I
Neither
see
do I.
this. It says, "Sup, Corey." Is that your question?
How do you like them passing a no semi-auto pistol bill in Colorado? That was his question. It's just right up a few more if you go up a little bit.
What do you mean? How do I like it?
He hates it.
Yeah, I don't think he likes it at all.
He makes love to the bill every night.
He sleeps with it.
Govern me harder, Daddy. That's what I say. I say we've been bad little citizens and we deserve a little bit of punishment. Just don't go too hard.
Be gentle.
Revolvers only. Good thing I've got a bunch of revolvers, at least,
Right. That's good. At least your dick still works.
I mean, as far as my, at this point in my life, there aren't many guns that come along that I'm like, man, I really need that. I already have all the shit I need. I have shit that I don't even know that I would need, that I just have because I thought that I might need it at some point in some weird situation, scenario in my head. So I bought it.
I don't.
And I'm kind of out of weird scenarios. I mean, the only thing that I don't have for a weird scenario is
More knives. You don't have more knives.
yeah, fuck
That's
knives.
what you need.
Hey, there's Leo. I missed that 60 voice of Leo.
Well,
There was a
he's been fighting off people in Chirac.
Come on, get it out.
Chirac.
Come on, yeah, get it out. Yeah.
Sorry. It's just,
It sounded like you were saying he was fighting off people in Tourette's.
That's what it sounded like to
That's
me.
exactly what that was. I had a brain fart. Sorry.
While having a Tourette's moment.
I'm getting that PTSD from getting shot off that ladder.
Clever girl.
So yeah, the only other thing that I can think of that I would really want that I don't have money for that is a 50 BMG. Some sort of 50 BMG delivery system to shoot that bullet so that if a Terminator came from the future, we could know that he was going to appear in the park, and we could shoot him through the fucking power core before he could do any damage. Right?
Yep. Just don't get a Serbu 50 BMG and don't use slap rounds. We know what happens from that.
Yeah, don't use Cerberus guns, period.
Well, I mean, what I would do is there's AR-15 upper 50 BMG single shot bolt action uppers that you can put on your lower.
Yeah.
That don't cost as much as buying the whole gun because it's just the barrel and the bolt, basically.
Yeah, if I was going to get one, I'd get one from Walter over at Safety Harbor Firearms.
How much do you get for just saying that?
Are you going to move like Matt says, Dwayne? Maybe at some point. I mean, the kids are almost grown up now. Like they're kind of at the point where they're going to be off doing college stuff and being busy with life anyway, and they're not going to be around as much. So
It makes you feel old, doesn't it?
I am old, bro.
I know. I'm right there with you. My son will be 18 years old this year. I feel old.
My youngest son will be 18 January 1st. So all of my kids will be 18 plus. That's insane, dude.
Mm-hmm. Time flies when you're having fun.
Time to pump out some more.
Hell no, bro. I'm not starting over.
Oh, I would love to have more kids. It's just not in the cards for me.
Have you guys seen the Taurus PCC?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw something about that earlier today.
Hopefully YouTube doesn't give me a whatever fucking admonishment for showing people handling firearms on a live stream, but we're watching a video of people handling firearms on a live stream. It's kind of different.
Well, Matt did that here a while back, and they got him. He was showing him holding a gun in an old video that was like 10 years old.
Maybe it was because it was him.
Right.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, this is clearly not me.
They didn't strike him. They just took down his live stream.
Yeah. The only thing I want at this point is I want one of those MP5s.
What, the Palmetto ones that they're making now?
No, not they're not.
Like
no,
a real one? You want an actual MP5?
Just an MP, like either a PTR MP5 or one of the Sentry clones. I want one of the MP5s, just the clone. Because I've already got a G3, I've got a SETME. I kind of want the MP5 just because why not? Because ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun.
Yeah,
Because I want one. I want one because of Die Hard.
Yep,
Do you have a Skyrog already?
That's also on my list
Because of Die Hard? Do
Well,
you have a Beretta?
I do have a Beretta.
Okay.
I have a 92S. I don't have the FS. I'm gonna get an FS though.
Make sure you duct tape it to your back.
Right. So, but I'm also in the process of I don't know if you heard about it, but I'm in the process of 3D printing one of those nylons, where it's a stair AUG, but you can 3D print most of it.
Really?
All you got to do is get the barrel and the barrel trunnion. That's it.
Nice.
That's cool.
And then all you do is you can just pop in like a semi-auto trigger group, and now they figured out how to use that the Hoffman Tactical Super Safety with an AR trigger group modified in the stair AUG, so that you could have binary on it.
Dude, I feel like you're Hillary Clinton's worst nightmare.
Exactly.
They call the Hoffman Tactical Super Safety is forced reset trigger. So.
I mean, that fucking 3D printing shit's come a long way, man. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's another thing, because I have super safeties, force reset triggers. All I need to do is for like the MP5 or my G3, it's just 3D print the one that accepts the AR fire control group and just use the super safety in that, and there we go. I've got a real boy.
So I went to Dragon Man a couple of years back when he had his machine gun shoot and shot.
Dude, he's got everything.
and I shot back to back
would
to
love
back
to
to
go
back to
there.
back. I shot back to back to back, fucking MP5,
Lucky.
some AR pistol kind of thing that they had,
Nice.
a Tommy gun. There was a Chris Vector.
Stop turning me on, Honda. Damn.
Honda's getting us hard.
A SIG MPX,
Ooh, how was that?
and I shot all of these back to back. And by far and away, the best one was the MPX.
Oh, that's why I was asking how that was. That yeah, damn.
Yeah, way better. It was smoother. Like it was like holding a fucking fire hose. Like you know, like you just hold it and it shoots stuff. Versus the other ones
That's
would bounce.
fucking awesome.
Like the MP5 felt like I was holding a jackhammer, like a little mini jackhammer in my hand. It was bouncing everywhere. The Chris Vector was pretty cool, but the rate of fire was so fucking high that it made it hard to control. But yeah, that SIG MPX, dude,
Yeah,
it was money.
Mm-hmm.
the MCX, I think you mean.
No, the PX, the pistol version.
Oh, okay, all right.
So the one that shoots 9mm.
Right.
Yeah,
I've only
nice strike.
shot a full auto once in my life, and I was about 10 or 11, and I shot a full auto AK.
Oh yeah, and I shot an AK and yeah, a whole bunch of shit that day. It was fun.
I still say we all should have a meetup at Dragon Man. That would be awesome.
I don't really want to go back to Colorado.
I kind of don't blame you. But just for Dragon Man, oh man, I bet that would be badass. Definitely more
Colorado-
exciting than Wanamaker.
Where did Colorado touch you, Night Strike?
Well,
And the No Square.
my cousin lived there, and I went and visited my cousin for a few months when I was younger in the 90s there. And it was at Pikes Peak.
Was
That's
it
where
bad?
Colorado.
Is
Where
that
did
where your
Pikes Peak
cousin
touch
touched
you?
you?
It was the cable. It wasn't Pikes Peak per se. It was the cable car.
Oh, the cable car touched you wrong, huh?
Yes.
Man.
What, from
At least it wasn't
Manitou?
At least it wasn't your cousin touching you, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean that's where the cable car starts, right? Is in Manitou.
Yeah, it starts with Manitou. Dragon Man's is cool. They have a cool paintball park. Well, they used to have a cool paintball park. I remember that.
They used to, and then
Yeah.
Colorado happened.
Right? Yeah.
I mean-
so one
I mean-
of my weddings, I had my bachelor party at Dragon Man's for the paintballing.
I mean, they've still got paintball there, and they've even got a
Nice.
fucking whatchamacallit, a dirt bike track that you can take dirt bikes and rent bikes from them and ride dirt bikes around on their track.
And he can shoot the tank at you.
He's got more than one.
And we lost
Yeah.
Night Strike. And he's back.
I
So,
pressed the wrong
Dwayne,
button.
how much better is your new Steyr versus the one you sold? Dwayne had a really nice Steyr AUG that he sold for a damn good chunk of change, and then turned around and bought another Steyr AUG with the proceeds.
Hey, do what you got to do.
I was thinking, man, there's still a lot of guns I still need to get.
Well,
But-
yeah, 'cause you can't have anything, and you've always been not able to have anything. So there's lots of shit that you don't have.
No, I
Yeah,
said
like an
of the
AR.
stuff I can get. I
Oh,
still,
Of the stuff he
But
wasn't
thanks for the
able to
reminder.
have, they made it so he can't have any more of that stuff. Because,
Well, what do you have though? What is your arsenal like right now, Mr. Leo Red?
I mean,
3 pistols.
no. Well, I'm not gonna say all of it, but I have some Smiths and the Canic and like a Ruger and stuff like that. But I still don't have a Glock. I still want the new M&P Bodyguard.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Well, you basically have a Glock with that SD 40
I don't have a 40.
He doesn't have
or SD9. I thought it was a 40. Never mind.
But it's not a Glock,
No, but it's close enough.
But it's not a Glock.
I know. I've had
Mechanics
2
are
of
better
those
than-
SD9s in the past.
Oh,
Can
it's
it-
Smith & Wesson Compact.
Mechanics are better than Glocks, so fuck off, everybody. Just because you don't know doesn't mean that you're right.
I saw that new. I don't know how new it is, honestly, but that one Canic that they only made 2,500 of. It's blue and white painted colorway, but the way they have it painted is it almost looks like it's 3D almost. Like it's the way it pops. It's very kind of psychedelic looking. That one was pretty cool.
I think I'm gonna get X out of his top 5. I'm gonna write it in the chat. Let's see.
I would like to pick up a Canic one day. My local gun store has like 3 or 4 of them for sale.
I mean, I'm really happy with my VZ61s. You know,
Yeah, how's that? How's your clob? Did you literally have a clob? That's awesome.
It's a czar.
No, it's a clob. God damn it.
Well, why is it called a clob?
Because of fucking 007. Goldeneye.
But I don't have the stocks on them because I have them in pistol configuration because I'm gonna get the drop leg holsters for them.
Okay.
So they don't have the stocks on them. So, but
It doesn't have a little wire folding thing on it?
No, it doesn't have the wire folding thing. I didn't put it on.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Well, it's so I don't have to file a form or whatnot with it. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense, but still.
You know, I know, but either way, I did 3D print the receivers, so I've got the AR fire control groups in there, so I don't have to fuck with trying to convert the original parts fire control group to semi-auto because it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Dude, it's funny how many people put AR-15 fire control groups into different guns that don't take AR-15 fire control groups.
And you know how I mentioned I have forced reset triggers, so I've got the super safety in one of them, and yes, 32 ACP before forced reset, yes, it's good.
Sounds fun.
It is.
I'm a big fan of my binary triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, those triggers are fucking sweet.
Binaries are good too. I just happen to get the force reset trigger, so it's like, why not, right? I'm in a state that says it shall not be infringed, so why not?
Right. Dwayne said, check out your Discord, Honda, under Pew Pews.
Ooh.
Okay.
He said, check my video in Pew Pew Discord.
Hold on. Hold,
please.
Hold door.
Hold door. Hold the door. Hold door.
Is this what we're looking at? Video? What video?
From DD Weller.
There's no video. There's a picture.
I don't know. It might be up a little bit. I don't know.
There's another picture from DD.
Yeah, that he sold it. That Star Og he sold. He bought that pistol there and that Star Og.
Ooh, fancy.
Still no video.
There's my stuff there. I'm building an AR pistol.
Where's your stuff?
Down a little bit.
Yeah,
right there.
Ooh. Who's that from?
It's a CMMG upper with a PSA barrel and a Strike Industries handguard with primary arms optic.
You need more companies. Oh, SB Tactical Brace. There you go. There's another one.
There you go.
Got vest and some ammo cans.
Now,
I just
does
need to
that
get a
vest
lower now.
fit all of you, or does it only fit like the a certain area?
It fits only a certain area. I'm a big boy, but I'm a kitted out for my old lady.
I don't say that to be mean to you. I say that as a big boy myself.
No, I
like
get
it
it.
when
I
you
didn't
call
think
her
it
your old
bad at
lady.
all.
I don't like it when you call her your old lady.
But I'm a kitted out for her since it's kind of small on me, but I can still wear it. I just need to get me a lower receiver, a strip lower receiver, because I got all the parts for it. I just need the receiver.
And that's really the only beef I have with vests and whatnot. They don't make them for big boys. They always assume someone's going to be like skinny, like it's 1960. It's the 1960, and everybody's still smoking.
Because that one, even though I love it and it does fit and it would suffice in a fighter and whatnot, but for me, since I've got a big barrel chest, it needs to be about double the size.
Why do they have it chained down so you don't run away with it?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like they would shoot you down though, because they all have machine guns.
Exactly.
Well,
like you don't steal the gun from the dudes with guns. It's like a terrible idea.
It's their range, their rules,
But I love that.
So don't ride up on them.
I'm just saying. I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, you got to be stupid if you're going to try to run off with full auto and stand around other people.
Right.
I could see them putting the chain on at an indoor range so it wouldn't ride up and hit all their equipment, but I don't understand it outside.
Okay. Remember when we were watching the Trump thing the other day and I said the mean thing about the kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch this. I feel much better.
I think this was a lesson.
Very true, Dino. Very true. And it does.
You let yourself feel, and I let myself feel joy about DJ, and I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people.
I really hope that whoever this bit, she really made me feel a certain kind of way. And, I hope that she's here for a really long time in the future, for many years to come.
And I hope she's miserable for the next 4 years.
And, I just hope that the migrants that she probably advocated for coming into the country don't rape her and murder her like they've done so many other people. I mean, I'm not saying that I wish that she gets raped and murdered, but I don't know how to finish that sentence.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I'm not saying that is what I'm not saying that she should be raped and murdered by an immigrant who she totally fucking wants in the country right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really hope that doesn't happen, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, long story short, though, I feel better about what I said about that kid. Because I was just like, he looks like, what did I say? He looked like he wore his headphones too much.
Yeah.
He had he had brain cancer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This is before he talked. This is before we knew anything about him. I said the asshole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it when I said it. I probably shouldn't say it, but I said it anyway.
I mean, I gotta say, I feel for the kid. Honestly, you got brain cancer at that age. It sucks.
I hope he lives a long, healthy life.
Though I thought it was really nice that the Secret Service made him an honorary member. I thought that was really
that was
nice.
fucking awesome.
There was a video that came out.
I liked how they even handed him his own badge. I was like, guys, you did it right that time.
Yep. There was a video that came out around the same time where he was being honored by Trump, where a bunch of black women were laughing at him, making fun of him, and twerking near him, and just being a fucking piece of shit to him, making him cry and shit.
That's why he got in front of the president.
Yep.
It wasn't me. I mean, like, yeah, he had cancer, and yeah, he was a honorary police officer. But it's because there was viral videos of people making fun of him while he's trying to be like, I don't know,
A human?
Being a good person.
And yeah, you know, it's the kind of attention that I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but that's what got his President Trump's attention about the kid.
Right.
I mean, I like it. I think the Democrats should make fun of him even more.
Yeah, it seems to be a winning issue for them, right?
Yeah, yeah. That would give them all the votes. Not some of the votes, but all. They should keep on doing it.
If the Democrats are so unhappy and so angry at how things are right now, start listening to the people instead of 0.5% of the minority.
All right, listen to. Did you guys hear Elon say this on Joe Rogan's podcast? Just listen.
But I think if I fully destroy the corruption and the graft, they will kill me.
That's a fucked up thing to live with.
Yes. So I'm like, damn it.
Well, listen, I really hope they don't kill you.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I strive to be alive.
So basically, Elon Musk, who's on the inside and knows things that we don't know, is saying publicly that if he goes after the people who are corrupting this government and this country for everything that they're doing wrong and gets rid of all of their corruption, or tries to, they're going to fucking kill him.
Okay, we need to get this man away from Hillary.
Yeah, no shit.
Sorry, I had to make the joke. I'm sorry.
Dwayne says, if I sent you a premium knife, would you carry it? No, I would not.
I would.
I would too.
I would too.
I would keep it in my car or at my desk.
I probably couldn't legally.
I'd wear it on my hip.
I've never been much of a knife guy, dude. I don't know why.
I started carrying a knife at 13 when I was in a bad car wreck and my seatbelt was stuck and I was choking to death on the fucking fire and fumes. So if I had a knife then, I would have been able to cut myself free.
I normally just carry a pocket knife.
I just bought a new knife off of eBay.
Yeah, fuck eBay.
Yeah.
Knives don't need reloading.
What'd you say?
Knives don't need reloading.
Oh, they don't need. But they also, don't reach out.
They need sharpening. Yeah.
Well, that's why you get a sword if you want to reach out and touch someone further.
Yeah, well, those are nice too.
Yeah, but you have to sharpen those too, otherwise they get dull.
Yeah.
Sharpening is reloading.
I suppose you can run through a few bodies before you got to resharpen.
Yeah, here in Texas, you can legally carry a sword on your back down the street if you want.
Yeah.
We used to buy bokens, or not bokens, shinais.
Yeah, we did.
And we would practice sword fighting against and it's not like we would go okay, I'm gonna hit you now, get ready.
Nope.
No, dude, we were going fucking hard fucking core, as hard as you could. I am trying to hit you in the fucking neck with this goddamn shinai right now, and you're trying to do the fucking same thing to me.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Oh, dude, it was so much fun.
And then when that kid got beat in Singapore, he got hit 6 times, and we're like, bro, we hit each other. You're dumb. You're a dumb bitch.
Oh, dude, remember when I moved into that place and I didn't have very much money, and I spent my last little bit of money that I had on a shinai.
Broke.
And we took it down to the basement to do some sword fighting. And the first time I swung it, it snapped in half.
Yep.
I was so upset, dude. That was all my money.
I found out later you have to take care of them and put oil on them and stuff to keep them really healthy. I didn't know that at the time.
Oh, and right along with that knife, I bought a new pocket holster and a new mag pouch for the pocket.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I miss those days. That was fun.
The good old days.
The
We
good
should
old
do a
days.
meetup with everybody, and everyone should bring a Shania with them.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. You know, Rob would be in it.
No, I'm just gonna bring a cast iron frying pan because of Left 4 Dead 2.
Dude, we have this friend.
Nice.
We have this friend Rob who was really into kung fu for some reason. Like he was like the
Yep.
whitest dude you ever met in your life, but like he thought he was Bruce Lee or something.
Or I'll just bring a shovel, because apparently I'm known as Shovel Boy.
But
It's denied.
the point was,
what the fuck?
the point was, you don't fuck with Rob like ever.
Yeah.
Because Rob, I mean, not only was he like Bruce Lee kung fu fucking master, but he was also a Marine. So, yeah,
So
dude.
bad decisions.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Night Strike, if you bring your cast iron frying pan, just make sure you don't crawl up on top of or crawl up in a helicopter on the boys.
Right.
You know what happens there.
Right now, I will steer clear of any ladders.
That shit is still fucking hilarious. I don't care if you are.
I really miss getting breakfast burritos at 3:00 in the morning from Albert Tacos. And like seeing all the fucking crazy people in there and like all the shit going on at that time of night. And I forget the Mexican dude who worked there, but he was always cool with us.
Yeah, that was a great place until I got my ass handed to me. Three titanium plates later.
Hold on, but what is a Shinai? That's what I want to know first.
It's a sword made of bamboo.
Yeah,
it's got like 5 panels, all like strung together and held by a string on the top and bottom.
It's a practice samurai sword, is what it is.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't hurt any. I mean, you can like break skin, I guess, but you're not going to hurt anybody hitting them at full strength across the head, So, kind of fun.
Do you want to tell that story there, Zarati?
Me talking shit and getting my ass handed to me. I thought I could fight anybody in the world. Yeah, that was fun. I had 2 friends. We went to Albert Tacos. We knew everybody there, so we were kind of popular in the area. And there was a little group of military dudes. This one guy, I was talking shit to the guy behind the counter who we were friends with, and he was talking shit back, so it was fun. And the guy told me to hurry up, and he was being a little disrespectful. So I basically told him to fuck off, and do you want to go outside or what? And like, he's like, yeah, let's go. And I was like, all right, cool. So we were going to go out and fight. And then we get out there and I go to level up and the guy's like, no, I don't want to fight you. And I'm like, what? This is stupid. I'm going to go eat my burrito. And so then I just, I go inside. Then his boy, so there's 3 of them. And his boy got around me and was like, hey, I'll fight you. And I'm like, no, my beef isn't with you. My beef was with the guy who was talking shit, to me, and none of his business. And so then I put my hands in my hoodie pockets and he just hit me right across the face, dropped me. And then they just kind of went to town on me. And then my friends, one was Jason, we called him Earclops. And then his name was Rob, I think. Wasn't the other guy Rob? I don't remember, Mark. I think it was Rob. But anyway, neither one of them jumped in and helped me or nothing. So I got up and I was working at the Cub Food. I had worked at the Cub Foods right in the same parking lot, which is a grocery store, when I was 15. And so I went in the back room and sat down, and I thought I was working there still. And my friends were like, you need to get out of here. And I'm like, no, bro, I work here. Get the fuck out of here. Leave me alone. And I had basically mentally disowned them because they didn't help me. And they're like, but you're bleeding. Your eye is hanging out. My eye was hanging out of my socket. And then it took my friend. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm legally blind in my left eye. Well, I'm just legally blind, but my left eye, I can't really see very well. I have 3 titanium plates. on my left orbital, and then there's a mesh pocket that holds my eye in place. And
Those guys should have gotten arrested.
Damn,
they
dude.
were military. They were just there for a quick deployment, and then they were shipped out. So
I'm pretty
Just
sure
shot.
that they did get arrested, but then they got let go.
yeah, because they were getting deployed.
Yeah, because they
So-
were about to be deployed to Iraq. This was like,
yeah,
that
during
time
the
period.
time. Yeah, it was during that time. So
Yeah, where were you at, Honda?
I was not there.
he was not there. Yeah. So, but needless to say, between Village Inn where we worked and between all my regulars at the restaurant and my insurance and a pro bono doctor that was doing experimental surgery came in and did everything. I think my total bill was like $900 and all my regulars paid for it. So I paid nothing that whole time. And I got paid for every day that I was sick or out.
That's
yeah,
a
but
bum.
I mean, would you rather have that or like not go through all that? Just work.
I would have never wanted to go through that. Although
Yeah.
I was an asshole and I thought I could beat anybody up and I thought I was the toughest dude in the world. And that humbled me and it, made me a different person. So I am
wasn't even a
thankful.
humble. That was a jump.
It was a jump,
Shit.
All right.
but I don't talk shit like that anymore and I don't let anybody get that close. So
When you were sitting there saying your eyeball popped out, it made me think of that scene from that movie. What was it? The Replacements with Keanu Reeves, where they're playing football and that football player's eyeball popped out on the field.
yeah, it was basically like dangling with the tissue, the muscle tissue.
See, like I wouldn't even be humble, like man, I'd be wilding. Right,
That's
but
fucking
at that
insane,
time, right,
man.
it's time to crash out. Like I got to go through all that.
Yeah, it was a tough time. 30 days later, I was pretty much back at work. My wife, actually at the time, was my first wife. She cheated on me with my best friend while I was in the hospital, and
That's fucked up.
it was really fucked. It was dumb. Anyway, 5 wives later, I'm doing fine.
Wow.
Yeah,
That,
good.
that escalated quick.
Right.
Gotta have some humor in there, right?
Yeah, you got to make light of this. Bring
I
some
don't know.
levity.
I don't know if that can be seen as humor. That can also be seen as depression right there.
Right? I basically lived 5 lives and I've had, mountains of money that have left my bank account 5 times. I'm 50 years old. I've been married once every 10 years, basically.
Yeah.
Sucks out when they
Well,
leave, like all of a sudden it's like their
I'm on
money
my
for some
second.
reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I worked, you worked too, but I worked harder.
Right.
And when you were going out and spending money, I was staying home and saving money, right? And yet, somehow, when you leave, a big chunk of this money is yours. Like, no wonder you want to leave because you can have your cake and you can eat it too. You can go around, you can fuck around, you can do a bunch of shit, you can spend all the fucking money, and when things get hard, you just leave and take half of fucking everything with you, liquidate it, whatever you got to do, and keep the party fucking rolling, man. Hopefully what you do actually is you find another fucking idiot schmo to come around next and fucking float the bill for the next couple of years of fucking bullshit.
Calhoun said, "Stop proposing to strippers."
Well, so 2 of them were strippers, so that's totally fair. I acknowledge that. Yeah.
Wait, 2 of them were strippers?
Yeah, Evie was a stripper too. You went to school with her.
I didn't know her when she was a strip. Dude,
Well,
she was
yeah,
never a stripper while we knew her. So that doesn't really, in my mind, that
Correct. Correct. Yeah, no. Actually, her name Evie, though, didn't she get that from dancing? I thought that's what they called her. Because her name was Mary.
Bro, I don't fucking know.
That's funny.
Yeah, like I went to school with her, but I don't remember her from school. Like I don't. Everyone fucking knew me, dude. Every fucking buddy knew me.
Yeah.
But there was 5,000 people at the school. Like I didn't know everybody.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
No more wives. I'm done.
You got one more in you, bro. I believe in you.
Jesus. I'll get a Galagos and I'll be fine.
Bro,
Shit,
we should get some of that fucking that AI pussy. You know, the ones that like say nice things to you and remember your birthday and fucking don't cheat on you and shit.
Sure, yeah. Wait,
so are you on
Elon.
your
I think I'm ready
fifth or
for a digital
sixth,
wife,
Yeti?
dude, at this point.
I just actually gave her $300 to finalize our divorce tomorrow. So number 5, and I'm done.
Damn, you've had almost as many wives as Elon has kids.
Right.
Wow.
Right. No kids. No kids, if you can believe that, too. 2 stepkids, but that's it.
See, that's the hardest part. I'm sorry. You know, when you marry someone and they have kids and then you have to get divorced, it sucks for the kids. Because my first wife, I loved her kids as if they were my own. You know, I woke up every morning, got my stepdaughter, and we would go watch Lion King because that's what she wanted to do. I made her breakfast, and we would sit on the couch and watch Lion King. When we got divorced, man, that tore me up because I knew I'd never see those kids again.
Yeah, agreed. It was hard. It's hard, period, man. You get to know whole families. You know, my first wife,
I
she had
totally
5.
agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. Calhoun says me and Z should go get some Japanese wives. Let's
I
move to Japan.
saw that. I'm down. Let's do it.
Because we could totally fucking buy a house in Japan for not very much money.
Mhm.
You know about this, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they'll pay you to be there for the first couple of years.
Right. They give you money while you're getting settled in, so
Yeah.
you can kind of. And the other thing is, like, they need people for like normal jobs, like restaurants and shit. Like, so if you're just like a waiter, you know,
Yeah.
like, they're like,
One of
"Welcome
my
in."
my bike tech, he moved out there last year. He got accepted for that program, not to marry somebody, but for the education side of it, but also because they want him to procreate. And his visa can be extended if he marries and has a family out there, and they encourage that.
Bro.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Hey, Honda, you got a super chat, and I believe you missed Preston Garvey's super chat earlier.
Let's move to Japan. Fuck the super chats. I don't care right now. Thanks for interrupting me to tell me about it.
Yes, we're talking
I don't
about
care
bitches right
about
now.
fucking, like, seriously, dude. We could get a big ass house. We could have bokens and shinais. We could have sword fights every day, bro.
For sure.
We could find some hot ass Japanese bitches because they're gonna be into us because we're exotic over there. Like here, we're just like another fucking dude, you know.
Yeah.
Like there,
Let's
it's
make
like,
sure we
whoa.
clarify the sword fights are with swords.
I have swords, so no guns, but swords for sure.
You'd have to use those kendo swords because you can't carry a sword in Japan anymore.
Well, you
I
can.
got
It has
it's
to be
illegal.
wrapped up.
Yeah, it has to be. It basically, you have to conceal carry a sword.
Yeah. And you have to get it registered.
Yeah,
I have a boken, so I'll be okay.
I mean, if it's wood, they don't care. But if it's an actual sword, you have to literally conceal carry it.
Yep.
I mean,
So
it's fucking
funny.
ridiculous. Well, you know, it stems from the fact that they used to carry swords there all the time, and you know, once they outlawed them, you know, the only way to carry real ones is that way.
I mean,
That's why they moved to the boken.
No, you probably carried the taunt though.
I want to go to a fucking crazy Japanese restaurant where the guys dress like Charlie Brown's son and then fight 88 people from some gang, and like I'll wear like a yellow suit and fucking bring a katana, and I'll have it on my ninja, my Kawasaki ninja that I ride there.
you need a real Hattori Hanzo.
Yes, I do.
Those are expensive, though. You get some extra money laying around for that.
We'll figure it out.
All the
Dude.
real samurai swords are expensive.
Why
you can get
88
one-
though? It's the crazy 88, not fucking Hitler. Jesus.
But it's not even 88
$2,500.
Dude, there's houses that they give away because no one wants to live in them.
They
Because
do that in
they're old.
Detroit too.
Well, okay, so when they said they're old, it's like, oh, this was made in 1965. like, cool. I think the apartment that I live in right now was made in like 1940 or something. Like, it's fucking super old.
Yeah, and then there's houses over there that are being sold for zero. They're literally just being sold for the price of what the lot of the land is for, because they're like from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. They're old houses and nobody wants them.
Just out of curiosity,
I saw a documentary on that the other day. I
Yeah.
thought it was wild, because over here, you know, over here, like in my area, the house can literally be in shambles, in fucking ruins, and because of the land, people still want $50,000,
Yeah.
and it's not worth it.
Yeah, you can have like the shittiest fucking stick house in Denver, and it's fucking $350,000, $400,000. It's like, oh, this used to be a garage, but now it has an address, and it's got a loft where you could put a bed. Like, Jesus, dude, I guess I could live there if I was a fucking bachelor and didn't ever want to fucking get laid again. How much does it cost? $400,000? Never mind. Like, fucking ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Dude,
and
they
you
have,
guys pay taxes.
they have cheap Wagyu beef. Let's go to Japan, bro. Japan's sounding better and better.
You let me know,
that
man.
A5 Wagyu.
We'll have to smuggle some guns in because we're Americans.
All the Wagyu we have here in the States is because of Japan.
Although they don't have like any like legal guns there at all for citizens, right? Like they don't have any right to have guns.
No, you are allowed to have guns for hunting purposes, and I think you can have shotguns and bolt actions, but that's
Air
about it.
quotes, hunting purposes.
Hunting purposes, literally.
I hunt humans. What's the problem?
Well,
No.
Shinzo Abe got fucking murdered by a ghost gun that someone just made in their basement or whatever.
Yeah, he made it because the laws are so stringent over there, and you can only have your guns during hunting seasons. You know, if it's not a hunting season, you can't have your gun.
Apparently,
I'm cool with collecting swords,
but they're very stringent on who they hand those hunting licenses and those ability to purchase firearms out to. So the reason why that guy didn't have a real gun, he had a homemade one, is because he couldn't buy one because of, he wasn't cool enough to be permitted one.
Well, apparently what they should have made more difficult to get was the ammo. Because
that's another thing. But the funny part is, even though they have all these strict gun laws over there in Japan, guess what? The criminals still all have guns, but they don't shoot anybody hardly unless they have to, because apparently, it's more trouble than it's worth over there to shoot a gun.
Yeah, because that's the automatic death penalty you get.
Did you say automatic death penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's harsh.
Yeah. So even though all the Yakuza out there in Japan have guns, they only use them if they absolutely have to, because they don't, because of the repercussions.
Boys, my fucking son
sense.
needs a goddamn ride. Fuck my life.
You gotta cut this one short and go pick him up?
Yeah, I gotta cut it short.
That, or we could just keep it going until you get back.
If you guys want, you can do that. I don't care necessarily, but I'd have to be gone for about probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
Well, that's whatever y'all want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
I'll leave it to you, Mr. Yeti. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I'm mainly a listener. My points of view are just listening and learning about you guys' situation.
Hold up. Daniel has spoken. He says, keep this bitch going. I just got here.
Now, let's just go with the Night Strike channel. How about that?
Do it. I'm down.
No, we did that last night.
Yes.
We did that last night.
I didn't get a link, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
Right? That one doesn't count.
We were playing video games last night. So.
Nice.
Like I said, it doesn't count.
You're killing me, Leo. You're killing me, man.
Oh, Corey can start his channel back up.
Feeling the love here.
Well,
Is that what that is?
I can make one of you, I think, in control of everything here while I'm gone.
Good.
How do I do that?
Vote Night Strike.
Don't make me in charge, please.
Night Strike.
Night Strike.
Hold up, Daniel. That is a dirty lie. I do Link's a color.
Yeah, everybody's saying keep it going, stay alive.
Yeah.
I think Daniel might be right.
Oh, come on, man. That's not cool. That is not how that is at all.
Adam
He doesn't
says,
do
make me
Link's
the king of everything.
Make me king of everything.
Night Strike don't like gingers. He don't like the red people.
Oh. Yeah.
I knew it.
Redheaded stepchilds and all that.
All right, boys.
We're
Well, I gotta
also
go. I
angry.
gotta go pick up my son. So I'm just gonna let this shit roll. I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right.
You're good. Be careful.
Later, bro.
I'll be right back.
I don't know why gingers always get so fucking hated on.
No idea either.
Because you guys' pain tolerance is so much higher.
Wait, did he give anybody access?
Well,
Okay,
No,
read-
I don't think so.
No, he just left.
He just left.
Yeah,
He's like,
Yeah.
whatever, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't think you could figure it out.
can't show no articles. Or
Yeah.
nothing.
Daniel's like, all right, now let's show all the spicy shit.
Yeah, don't get
So
a kick
apparently, according to this, for the Japanese gun licensing, you have to attend a firearms course,
Yeah, it's really
pass a
cool.
written exam, demonstrate high accuracy to shooting range of 95% or better,
Oh, wow.
undergo background checks, and explain to the cops why you need to have a gun.
And unfortunately, the only legitimate excuse is if you're a very stringent hunter.
Why can't you just be a collector? I don't understand. I mean,
Because that doesn't they don't accept that as a acceptable use. The only
Okay.
the only legitimate use is if you are very big into hunting.
What if
Okay.
I
but I
say to fight China?
Oh, don't they also have like sports shooting there too?
I mean, you
And
might get
sport
away with it.
competition?
I thought they would allow you to own a gun, but the only place you could store it was at a reputable place that would store it for you.
that was my question to Honda before he left was,
Well,
what
I
do
know
you turn your guns in?
I don't know in Japan where they do it, but I do know in South Korea they're just as stringent in guns. Like in South Korea, you can own guns for hunting purposes, but if it's not hunting season, you have to go to the police station local and turn them in and let them hold on to them for you until it's hunting season again.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what's hardcore about that too is what are you going to do if like there's a time of war or there's like you need your gun in emergency? Then there's going to be a line at the police department to get your gun. I mean,
You won't get it back. That's the government. The government and the police will use it for themselves or the military.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
Jesus.
it's Japan. I would just own katanas.
I think you have to have an inspection every year too by the law enforcement.
wow.
Yeah, apparently it was the Firearm and Sword Possession Control Law that was enacted in 1958 that banned civilian possession of firearms and swords, with very
That's
few
fucking
exceptions.
stupid.
And just learn the jitsu. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
In
good to know.
Fire
Anyway.
jitsu, a electric jitsu, a wind jitsu.
Apparently, in
Jitsu,
Japan,
no?
you are required to store them in a locked gun locker or safe.
Okay,
And
but you can have
ammunition
them at
must
your
be
home,
stored separately in a locked compartment.
which is dumb.
Yeah,
but
like-
you can own them in your home, so that's good.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
So apparently if you want to have a handgun in Japan, you got to become part of the Japan Self-Defense Force or police.
Police or self-defense force, or
Self-defense.
if you want to do it on the criminal side, you got to join one of the criminal organizations.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
Choose your side, Yakuza or bullies.
Yeah.
Not much difference.
Daniel, that's up to you, man. That is up to you.
What's going on? What is he saying?
He says that night, like, do we really want people that squint that hard all the time shooting guns? That's not, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. So
that's why you sword fight with no pants.
With no pants, exactly.
No
While
pants.
you're cleaning your SKS.
And it's hot outside.
Because you already have the number one weapon attached to you. These hands. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say these nuts.
Well, those two.
Nuts are the last resort.
What is the crime rate in Japan versus the United States? Is it more there or is it less?
What?
The
I
crime
imagine
rate?
it'd probably be about the same.
About the same, you think?
I mean, per capita, probably less still. I mean, it's rising because they got a lot of immigrants. So
I feel like we're getting a little bit worse in some areas of the country, but and then others it's kind of toning it down a little bit. So
according to this, Japan's homicide rate in 2020 was 0.2 homicides per 1,000 people. The U.S. was 5.3.
Wow.
Per 1,000.
Damn. That's a big difference.
that's probably high. That's probably still high for Japan.
Yeah. Like I know their suicide rate was pretty high over there just because people work themselves to death.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't doubt it if they were like China where they actually kidnap people in the dead of the night to force them in indentured servitude, slavery to make, Americans cheap products.
which is going to change here soon, right? With the tariffs, I'm sure.
Man, I don't think that's Japan.
Apparently,
for
Japanese.
them,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Apparently, Japanese drug laws, they have a zero tolerance for cannabis, and it could include lifetime ban for possession of small amounts.
Oh, Japan just keeps getting worse and worse.
For weed, yeah, where there's no way they're moving out there. We'll have to tell
Yeah, it
them
says
when it
arrest,
gets back.
deportation, or lifetime ban from the country for possession of small amounts of cannabis.
Anda's out. Anda's out. He's getting deported. Isn't that a hell of a reason? Oh, I was over in Japan, just token up, and I got deported.
Oh no, I can't smoke my crack. You'll get over that.
Wait, he said cannabis. He didn't say anything about crack.
It still starts with a C.
Yeah, crack is legal there, where cannabis is illegal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Why you have weed when you have sake?
Never had sake.
Delicious.
I have. It was okay.
They have an Iron Maiden beer with sake in it that is also awesome. Yeah.
I don't drink alcohol anymore because I take too many fucking medications. But I've always just been a whiskey man. Give me a good whiskey.
He tells me that. He tells me I'm not supposed to take all my medications with booze, but I just don't take my medications if I'm taking booze.
Well, what is the popular illegal drug in Japan right now? Right, I think that's what you need to find out. Yep. Oh, Shot Red, you came late. Shot Red, you got to wait another 30 minutes until Honda gets back.
Yeah, Honda's got to wait, Shot Red. You gotta wait.
Apparently,
never
Jack
gave us the
Daniels
power.
is losing a ton of money, and they've had to fire a bunch of people recently.
Well, fuck Jack Daniels. I've never been a fan of American mash whiskey anyways.
Sour mash isn't the best. Bourbons are definitely better.
You can't breathalyze meth. What are you talking about, Daniel? Orange chicken and sake. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree, Kellen. Jack isn't that good anyways.
Jack is okay. Especially like the honey Jack.
It's so sweet.
Give me some Jameson.
I'm a Bacardi guy myself. I'm a rum guy.
Bacardi, okay. What about
No, you definitely gotta
maybe?
go with those Irish whiskeys.
I love me some Irish whiskeys.
I like the Irish coffee.
Do you guys like blue Scott?
The Irish cream.
Bailey's.
Yeah. Shot Red said he likes tequila.
Reposado is good.
Let's see, Jameson.
What is that one
Bourbon,
called? Is
Jameson.
it like Tillamadoo or something like that? It's another
Tillamadoo?
Irish whiskey.
Yep.
That's pretty good. It's not as good as Jameson. I've had some Jameson that's like extra reserve or something. That shit was fucking, oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah, I got some bourbons and stuff for sale if anybody wants any.
Damn,
I
Snuffleupagus.
probably shouldn't say that out loud.
That's a little
Don't
hard
worry,
there, dude.
we didn't hear you.
Good. Oregon's
Whistle
a controlled
Pig.
state, so
Never
Whistle
heard of
Pig.
Whistle Pig.
Whistle
there,
Pig
Dara.
is definitely weird. The boss hog version, freaking crazy. It's,
Snuffleupagus.
$700 a bottle.
You're gonna have to come back in 30 minutes because Honda left out. So if you want him to read your hate comments, you gotta wait like another. what was it, probably 25 minutes now.
20 minutes now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that kangaroo or however you say it, them just pulling it straight out? Because those things have barbs, so going in's not too bad, but coming out is like a shit ton of like razor blades gonna cut your shit up.
Those are the ones that can literally fly up your pee stream, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why you don't pee in the water because it'll swim up the stream into your penis.
What?
Oh, matter of fact, Snuffleupagus. While you're waiting, think of your best insults.
And then
just start writing them down. Yeah. Then when he come back, then just start popping them out.
Yeah, but they got to be
Start
good.
banging them out. Yeah, it got to be good.
You've been slacking on the insults lately.
Yeah.
I want to read some really, really good ones, like from the gut, from the heart.
Yeah.
I doubt it, Daniel. He said, we're talking about COVID came out of China, get Handler strike. I don't think so because, everywhere's been talking about it a lot lately. You never know with fucking YouTube anymore. I'm sorry. I mean, hell, they fucking knew Matt streamed the other day, or it was like a month ago, just for him showing a video of his from 10 years ago.
Yeah, so, okay, guys, let me ask you this question really quick. What is the deal with the YouTube? So you can't show yourself with weapons at all, just doing your own private stuff?
A live stream, you can't hold up. You can't be handling a firearm. Now, if you make a video of you doing it uploaded, apparently that's okay. Just for some dumbass reason, live stream's a no-no.
Live stream videos of you holding a gun are not okay. Okay.
Right.
Strange.
Or if you hold the Megatron.
I think it's because YouTube got butthurt because somebody went into the headquarters and did that on a live stream.
Gotcha. Okay. So if you, let's say you wanted to smoke some crack on a live stream, you probably can't do that either.
Daniel, you need to elaborate.
Okay.
Daniel says, as someone who had multiple things in my penis, I highly recommend not doing that. Talking about that kangaroo fish. He said, I'm just saying my pee hole will never be the same.
Okay.
You kinky sphincter, you.
No. Kinky Sphincter was a different guy, YouTuber. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, one of the viewers was named Kinky Sphincter.
Yeah, no. That's like Matt thought I was Taint Tickler because apparently there was a screen name guy from back in the day called Taint Tickler.
I mean, there was There was also a guy named Sister Fister.
I remembered that name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Daniel, I remember that. I feel for you on that. I couldn't imagine that.
Taint-tastic. The Taintinator.
Now they'd have to cut my ass out. He said, dude, the kidney stone surgery shit is legit the worst thing I think
How do they go
exists.
in? How do
And
they go in
do
to
the
take them
shit
out?
while you're awake. They go through your pee hole.
Fuck that.
And he said they do it while you're awake.
Through your penis, man.
Yeah, they go through your fucking urethra.
Okay, yep, that's something I don't want. They gave me some pills, and then they told me that's gonna break it down, and then they told me I had to piss it out, and I did, and it hurt. It was terrible.
Yeah.
You know how they got, like, when women go in for their checkup, they got that metal, like, duckbill looking fucking thing they stick inside of them and open them up so they can look. Yeah, they do that with your pee hole.
Ugh, no. No, damn, no. They set charges next to the stone. Boom. You would think they had a laser they could just shoot in there, but.
Well, they have other ways. I heard like that red light therapy could help break up kidney stones too.
Yeah, ultrasound. I heard there's something like that. Yeah.
They do put a laser. Is it like a laser, like what's his face put on the sharks?
Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they do with your butt when they're cleaning out your polyps and stuff. They send a little scalpel laser thing up your butt, and then they just zoom out the polyps. It's supposed to be pretty easy. I know you don't feel that because I woke up from one of those and it was fine.
Yeah, because you're completely in twilight at that point.
Yeah.
Then when they find the cancerous mass, that's when you got the problem.
Hence, Daniel Wise said they would have to knock my ass out because I would probably be squirming around if they got
no
shit
doubt.
going up inside my fucking dick.
Fuck it. What if I got turned on? What if that's one of my kinks? I don't know yet.
Yeah, right. Get like a big ass fucking hard on.
Jesus, yeah, you got a boner. By the way, mine bends to the left.
Did you shoot your load all over their faces and shit? Give them a cream pie?
Wow. Medical cream pie.
And as they retract all that shit out, they end up cutting your penis in half.
Oh my god.
Oh. Hey, I mean, if you are curious about being the other gender, you're halfway there.
Touche. Oh, I couldn't imagine. He said it really doesn't hurt when they shove it in your penis. It's when it goes past the muscle that keeps you from pissing yourself that hurts like a bitch.
Ooh.
Ah, that's where you have the hidden inches. I've heard about that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they could go in there and cut the muscle away and give you a couple extra inches.
So I've been to the porn shops and they have this little kit you can buy. It's like this metal rods and they're all different sizes. And supposedly it's for people that have that kink or whatever, where they like stuff being shoved up. You lube it up real good and then slowly go. And you start with like a low, like one that's like the size of your hole. And then it slowly goes up. And the big one is like, 2/8 or something. Like it's crazy big. And like,
are you talking about urethra sounding?
Yeah, like they have these kits with these little metal bars and they go up in size and so yeah.
I don't see how that could be someone's kink by shoving shit in your fucking pee hole.
Yeah,
that's
but
an exit.
But so is the asshole, but people like to use that. I mean,
touche, but still, I mean, that's such a no. Fuck no. Shit.
Yeah, to me it doesn't sound good either. But there's those guys that like to get kicked in the balls. So, Like my ex-wife, she's got clients that like to be slapped, beat, and hit and stuff. So like they pay for that. They want to be hit.
Yeah, they want to be dominated.
They want to be dominated. Yeah, yeah. Like one guy pays $200 for a cup of pee. Like it's pretty fucking nasty.
Touche, Scott 79. Yeah, you go to your dominatrix. I want you to shove something up my pee hole right now.
Good God, man. No, thank you. Honda, come back. We'll give it all to you.
Well, we have it's part of our shtick, I guess. We always have to devolve the chat at least once.
It's awesome.
So since we're taking it over, we had to devolve it some.
That's great. I'm gonna send him a message right now that says Honda, come back.
Yeah, it just says none of your business. Wants them back. No, we're not trying to get Honda banned. We're just
Honda,
pushing
come
the
back.
envelope.
We'll give it all to you.
Baby, come back.
I just sang that to him.
We'll blame it all on Duke.
Yep.
We'll blame it all on Duke. There we go.
Yep.
Nice.
He's not even here.
Nope. But he'll hear that on the message.
He'll hear that later. He's like, "Why are you blaming me?" And I go, "Because you ran off."
Yeah, you shouldn't have shot nice strike off the helicopter.
Yeah, no, shot me before I was into the APC.
Yeah.
5 feet from that APC. I had 1 health left.
Yeah, it's way past Duke's bedtime.
Yeah.
Duke didn't even show up. Swear.
All right, he's gonna crack his balls off when he hears that.
What did he say?
Now that I took a leak, did I miss anything?
He hasn't responded yet, but I literally sang that song to him.
No, Adam. We'll definitely get Honda banned.
What?
He said someone do a desk pop.
Yeah, can't
What
do
is
it.
that?
I'm in the city.
Ladies look pretty.
I'm in the country. And
I mean, a city in right in the Carolinas is still kind of country. So
Yes, but the fact is that if I was on my back property and on a live stream there, I could do a desk pop all day long. But I don't have a building out there right now, and I'm not going to go outside, at 11:41 at night just to shoot for people.
Right, and I'm pretty sure that would get Honda a strike.
Yeah, on air, yeah, that would get him a strike.
Yankee do that shit all the time, and that's before they crack down on live streams.
I hate to say it, but that's Yankee.
you know what? I've been watching a lot of Yankee videos recently.
Like,
Lately, I don't know why.
No, it was just I am working on building something back there. It's taken forever because I got to cut. I'm in the process of cutting a shit ton of trees down.
Yeah, me too. We had a bad storm come in where there's a fucking tornado less than a mile from my house, and it knocked down a couple of my trees.
Wow, cutting the trees down and destroying the environment.
They were already dead anyway.
They weren't
One literally got uprooted because of the high winds. It fucking just.
I had them removed 11 years ago, and they popped right back up.
That lets you know that they belong there.
What kind of plants?
Trees.
Trees. What?
They pop. I had them cut down in 2014, and they came right back up.
If you take the tree and you turn it into chips, so basically just grind it down, and then you put the chips over the soil where they were, they won't be able to grow up through their own chips.
Yeah. Thanks. That's great. But I don't have a machine to go and log them right now, so I don't have a forestry mulcher. So all I have is all I have is 4 gas chainsaws and an electric one, and that's
Look. I'm giving you options. That's all.
Hey, you have a blender, don't you?
No, I don't have a Blendtec blender. That doesn't work. And don't
Bro,
read
you can go down to Home Depot and rent one for like $1,000 a week.
A blender?
That's all. Just $1,000. You don't have $1,000.
$1,000 a week. You can break it down by day.
Right, $1,000 a week. Like,
no, I don't have
$25.
No, I really don't have $1,000 right now. I wish I did. I really fucking wish I did.
Could you do it in a day? Because then it'd only be $125.
I can probably get it done.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There was an emergency meeting, and what?
Yeah, he said Marco just bitch slapped Musk.
What? Show us. Yeah, let's watch that. Who's in charge?
Right. I wish we could pull that up.
Yeah. Honda didn't bestow the power upon nobody.
Right.
Damn it.
He like, man, I don't trust none of you motherfuckers. So.
Well, no, I don't think he knew how or couldn't figure it out because he was short on time and had to go.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah.
True.
Sure.
Apparently, Ilhan Omar's daughter was part of a violent takeover at Bernard College last week.
And they didn't get arrested, did they?
She was already suspended from that same college a year ago.
Oh, so she's trespassing. Great.
Yep.
Lock that bitch up. Deport her mom.
It's supposed to be in the next couple of days. Pam Bondi's actually
deport
supposed to be doing her job
her
on the
mom,
Second Amendment.
deport her dad, and her mom's brother. Oh, wait, those are the same people.
You mean her? Yeah, her dad.
Oh, wow.
And I still don't trust.
I'm
Pam
sorry,
Bondi.
low hanging fruit. I had to go for the joke.
True.
Though I've seen Elizabeth Warren is getting ballsy again,
father,
trying to say shit in public, and I'm like, hey, look, it's the whitest woman in America.
You know, I wouldn't doubt if Ilhan Omar's daughter was her own grandmother.
Ooh.
You mean like that old My Own Grandpa song that came out in like the 1920s or whatever it was?
Yep. She's her own grandma. Quite literally.
Oh, they're calling it a co-presidency. Interesting.
Too bad we couldn't see it. Fucking
Yeah,
Honda.
all this stuff to find probably the one that suits your feelings.
But what were you saying?
Probably, I would say, he's probably listening a while.
Probably, yeah.
True that.
Like these motherfuckers, I leave
Right.
them.
Yeah, he's probably listening while he's on his way to pick up.
Probably cussing us out and shit.
Right. Motherfuckers.
What were you saying, Ohio, a while ago, Pam Bondi?
She's supposed to be actually doing her job this coming week and releasing all the stuff that Gunners of America wants to be put out there.
Why jump that? She's still supposed to release the fucking Epstein list.
Yeah, I don't think she can do either at this point, honestly.
So if they're not going to do that, why fucking bother with anything else? They're going to be like, oh, we can't do it now for whatever dumb reason. Fuck them. Yeah, that ought to be heavily redacted, exactly. It's all the same. Just like we've talked about before and Honda's mentioned, where they act like they're mortal enemies on camera, but behind closed doors, they're all best friends and shaking and hugging each other or doing a fucking circle jerk.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a big fucking scam.
It's a big show. It's more of a show.
Exactly, yeah.
We've been being scammed for a while, so it's all good.
Yep, they're all cocksuckers.
Yeah, pretty much. Best bet is to join them, because then at least you can take part in the garbage, and then hopefully sneak the truth in from the inside. But then one of us has to get to that place, and that's tougher than it looks.
No, I couldn't imagine being around all those fucking herpes infested cum bubbles.
Yeah.
I can.
Or those fucking donkey
Swim
rick and
all
shit
up in it.
eaters.
I hope you
I
guys
don't know
heard all
what
my
you're talking
swallows there.
Damn it, you did it too soon. You gotta wait till Hana comes back.
I got another bottle of water. We'll be good.
He just adores the swallowing sound.
Yeah, he loves
So
that
did you
stuff.
hear him yell at me earlier for my receipts? I know you're listening, Honda. It's cool.
You know what? Fuck. Sorry. I had a burp. Lost train of thought.
Let's talk
there we
about
go.
Hana's
There we
bonus
go.
hole.
Yeah. Damn.
So what do you know about that, Daniel? What do you know about Honda's bonus hole? I swear this cat's fucking gone way off the rail.
Oh.
I
Who was that?
come back,
that
you
nice strike?
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still here. I was muted. I don't know why, but I was.
Oh, dude, who left?
It would have been
Which asshole left?
One me.
Might have got knocked out.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know. Was it let on still?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why'd you leave, Led? It's like he's probably thinking, y'all disgusted me.
Easy 61.
Yeah, I'm about to say, guess that gun.
Oh wow, that sounds good.
Easy 61. 3D printed.
Oh, really?
You can just 3D print guns. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? You know, people shouldn't be able to do that.
No.
Why? It sounds pretty cool.
Adam, the panel's never too full.
They should make it illegal.
They should make it illegal to make those people, turn them in, right?
Not only the guns, they should turn themselves in too.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not turning shit in.
How dare you talk about wanting a ghost gun?
I mean, I turn my gun in. I only own one gun, and I will turn it in with the one box of ammunition I bought.
I mean, I'm not turning anything in, and
I am a good citizen. I
And
will
that's
turn
it.
I lost all mine in a boating accident.
shall not be infringed.
Shall not be in the fridge.
I will
No,
turn
shall
my
not-
one
shall
gun
not be in the
in.
fridge.
And I
Definitely
only have
don't
one
pee
box
in
of
the
ammo,
fridge.
so I'll turn that in too. And just on a safe measure, I'll turn in a knife.
Oh, Let on still said he got kicked out for some reason.
What?
Yeah, fucking StreamYard does that sometimes. It'll just randomly kick your ass out for whatever reason.
Weird.
I guess if you're on a phone or something, or like if your connection is bad, that's why I think it was StreamYard that used to tell you before you go live, have like an Ethernet connection, instead of a Wi-Fi connection.
Mhm.
Because it's better.
Yeah, it's
makes
usually
sense.
a hiccup in the Wi-Fi that knocks you off.
Yeah.
The fuck was
Are you-
that?
Are you guys allowed to have two internet lines coming in from two separate carriers, or no?
I have.
Why
Okay.
would you not be able to?
You can only have one carrier where I've lived the last few years. You can't have two.
Why?
I mean,
Weird.
that must be a state thing, because South Carolina, you can get as many lines as you want.
I mean, do you have a second floor?
Yeah, we have 3 floors, but I
Okay.
just I wanted to have a separate line from the same company. They said, well, only one box. So that made sense to me. But then I tried to get CenturyLink and Verizon, and they were like, no, they were like, no, you can't have two, you can only have one. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But
That
if you go prepaid and it says like the second floor and the third floors are apartments, you might could get away with it.
I mean,
okay.
I mean, in Colorado, that might be the thing, but you know,
I'm in Oregon.
Or in Oregon. Okay, might be the thing, but Oregon. But in South Carolina, you know, I could get fiber optic internet, which is also my phone service to my house.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
And I could also have Comcast for cable TV, and I could have an internet package with that. And you know, I'd have fiber optic internet and cable internet.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, both my phone and my internet is from the same company.
I mean, the only reason I have fiber optic over the Comcast is because, well, the Comcast lines haven't been fixed since the Hurricane Helene, and I'm the only one who's off of that line anyway, so they don't have to repair it. And two, you know, it's the factor that the last time I had Comcast, they told me it was my shit that was broken when it was the fucking box on the actual lines on the poles outside.
Right.
And I was without internet for like between 1 and 3 months, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to fiber optic," because the local phone company that that serviced the house before in previous years, they switched all their copper lines over to fiber.
Yeah. So what I did was, I think I already had one that was on the floor I am, so I ordered mine for the first floor, and I just rerouted the wires from the first floor to the second floor.
Mm-hmm. What else did you do?
Gotcha.
Oh, you're back.
He's
Welcome
back.
Right.
Guess who's back again?
The fuck did I miss?
There was lots of penis fish chat and
a couple of desk pops.
A couple desk pops and some racial comments from Snuffleupagus.
I sang to you.
You sang?
Yeah, he did. He sang to you. Yeah.
I sang. I sent you a text message with a song too.
Oh, I was driving like a maniac trying to get back.
So
we wondered where you listened to the show while you was driving.
Yeah, that's what we all were talking about.
Like, think how to be pissed.
Honda, come back. We'll give it all to you. We'll blame it all on Duke. Honda, come back.
Yeah.
That should be an intro or an outro.
Yeah,
bravo.
Right, either or.
That should be the I'm taking a piss break for a second.
Oh,
I just play that on like repeat until I get back.
As a matter of fact, I don't know. You probably could send me that. Probably send me that audio, and I'll run it through the AI. Probably make try to make a whole song around it.
Make like a fat beat with it. Yeah,
that's funny.
I think I could do that. Can I forward this to Discord somehow?
That'd be good. I'd like to hear that.
All right, download it, or I might send
forward. Oh, it'll just let me forward it and message. I'll figure it out later. I've been gone long enough. I don't need to be figuring fucking technology out on the fly on a stream that I missed half of because I had to pick up my son from church. My bad.
It's all good. We kept it going for you.
Word. Well, I don't really know what to talk about now. That was the problem.
So we can talk about the serious stuff. Have you seen the videos? So that's been coming out from Syria.
Oh yeah, dude. There's been some crazy shit coming out of Syria.
I haven't seen that.
Cool. I haven't either. You show.
Man, you can't show on YouTube because I will get a YouTube strike and get my
I'll just
shit
look it up.
taken away.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
Well, you can probably show us in the after chat.
The TLDR.
Okay.
Because you don't have to see it. You can just talk about it, Corey. Jeez. They're going around murdering Christians. They're taking out entire towns because it's like primarily Muslim, but there are pockets of Christian communities in Syria.
And
Syria too. The pockets of Christian communities are being targeted.
Mm-hmm.
So like the town over that's predominantly Muslim, at first they were coming over and they were taking all the military men, and now they're just killing everybody. Now that all the military men are gone, they're taking the children, they're taking the women, they're taking the elderly, they're taking the babies. and they're, as far as I understand, it's not like they're being nice to the people and taking them out for dinner, you know?
That's
Sadly.
like that.
And they taking out the Shia Muslims too, because I guess they're Sunni, so they have to go. And like the other, all of those small sects of Islam, they taking all those out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So Syria's not a great place.
That's weak sauce. We talked about this. We said when Honda got back, you need to come with your best insult.
Yes,
that's just weak sauce. We talked about it.
And he said he was rubbing Ray Ray's wiener, making up. Wow. That's all you got, dude? Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Man. Up your game. You know what the problem is? We don't have Mark Malone out there. That's the problem.
I wonder, okay, so Calhoun's saying we helped these people get into power. The government used our tax money to do it, right? I wonder how much truth there is to that. How much of if that is true, how much of that funding came from things like USAID or whatever else, and who it is specifically that's in power that we put in power, right? Because that's what we do. We don't go to wars anymore unless we have to. What we really do is we send in some dudes with some money, and we start up setting up some LGBTQAI plus diversity program in their fucking country for some reason, and then we use that as a way to control their media and control a bunch of shit in their country, and then we get someone elected who we want to run their country. Happens again and again and again, and I mean it's way cheaper than going to war. You spend enough money to own a fucking third world country's media. How much is that? A couple million? They're like, well, that's more money than we've ever seen. We'll say whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah. Canada has a new prime minister now.
Oh,
we
really?
had people there in the Syrian civil war. Oh, who is it? Who's the Canadian prime minister?
Some technocrat fucker for Bilderberg.
What's his name?
I'm not sure. It was on Twitter a little bit ago.
Oh, I thought that chick was supposed to be the next prime minister.
So they got rid of Trudeau and just put another fucking Bilderberg type guy in there?
Yep, pretty much.
Canada Prime. Let's see who it is. Mark Carney.
I shouldn't have thought you said I thought you were going to say Mark Malone there for a second.
That'd be hilarious.
Congratulations, Mark Carney. Unfortunately, you are no improvement on Justin Trudeau, and we don't deserve to be Prime Minister of Canada. You're just a disconnected member of globalist elite whose main achievement as a central banker was to print money and debase our currency, and who wants to continue to fleece Canadians to pay for socialist programs. Yeah, I guess he's a piece of shit, huh?
Yep.
I don't know anything about him. I thought Polier, or whatever the fuck his name was going to be the guy.
That's who it should have been.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should make them our bitch. I mean, our 51st state.
Actually, it would be
you had it right the first time, and we definitely need to do that after that little fucker
Right.
David Eby came out the other day and was bullshitting about red states and trying to target red states with tariffs now.
I think they should just be like Puerto Rico, not a state, but
Yeah,
kind
territory.
Of. Yeah, territory. Yeah.
150,000 people voted for him. In a country of 43 million, he got 150,000 votes, and he's the prime minister? How the fuck does that fucking work?
The same way it happened in Europe, UK, with that Keir Starmer guy. It's because it's some bullshit thing of
oh, look, here he is with
crap,
Ghislaine Maxwell hanging out. That's great. I'm sure he's been to the island, maybe. There's a good chance he's been to the island.
What? No.
See you on the island.
I know nothing about him, but I believe he's been to the island.
Who told you about the island?
Oh, God, look at this guy, though, man. Aren't you glad that he's gone? You don't have to hear this fucking
Castro
faggot anymore?
Jr.
Yeah, Castro Jr.
I don't know, because the new guy just might be even worse. So who knows?
I don't know if it's gonna be a Chicago situation. But yeah.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
like the
We
devil you
got
know
rid of
sort of thing.
right. Yeah, like we got rid of Lightfoot and got someone worse. Didn't even know
Hey,
that was
I'm wondering.
possible. But yeah.
I'm just curious what's gonna happen when Gavin's gonna be gone. So
Calhoun
Well,
said
You're
just
gonna
tell
he
get
Kamala
somebody
then.
worse. Yeah, you're gonna get somebody worse.
I don't even know who's gonna take that the cake, except maybe that one senator, that one guy. You don't remember his name.
They're talking about Kamala running. She's going to
She ain't
announce
got no
sometime before the end of the summer.
chance.
running for what?
California governor.
She ain't got
Oh,
a
God.
chance.
She'll probably win.
So she get fucked up that state even more than she did when she was the district attorney or AG.
A Bernie Sanders rally in Wisconsin. Let's check this out.
Some folks are like you and some that just won't.
Oh, we can't listen to that. Never mind. We'll get a strike.
Daniel did a super chat and said Trump said to call Canada gay North Dakota.
Gay North Dakota? Yeah.
I think we should rename Canada North Pole.
Canada.
I just call it the Arctic North.
The Great White. Calhoun was saying that we may be able to make Alberta the 51st state.
Just the Providence?
Yeah.
Huh.
How many states does Canada have? Like 5? Does anyone know?
Something like that.
Looking it up.
Dude, fucking each of their states is like bigger than most people's countries.
Right.
Yeah.
Man stole $25,000 worth of items from Los Angeles Air Harbor Freight Store since 2022 and was recently arrested following California's changing their retail theft laws.
Good.
Man, why do people just have to put music on the videos?
Seriously.
Yeah, no, it's fucking annoying.
It's the same dude. He just keeps coming back.
Yep.
He's like, fuck it.
Snuffleupagus come in with excuses.
I mean, there's entire gangs that were doing that shit for years now. There was some dude that was arrested, I think it was last year, who had over $1 million worth of Legos that were stolen.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But the funny thing is, some of them people don't thinking of the steal, tools. They want like Gucci designer clothes or electronics or shit like that.
Dude, how is Harbor Freight still in business?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we have to have security to stop that stuff. This shit sucks.
Isn't that one of the companies that like all of their shit's going to be way more expensive and like pretty soon because of tariffs?
Probably.
I
Because
don't know.
like nothing that Harbor Freight sells is made here. Like literally, I would be willing to bet that nothing that they have for sale is made in the United States.
Their stores are awful small, and they don't really have a lot of good shit, anyways.
Fuck that! They have
going in
great.
and buying.
I love Harbor Freight. They have everything.
Yeah, Harbor Freight.
A lot of companies have shifted
You
productions.
can get like a fucking electric impact for like a third of the price that you pay for it. I'm like, it might not last as long or whatever, but goddamn, you can get in the door. You can fix your car.
I've never
That
been in
Icon line of tools is great too.
I got a little device I ran one time.
I've got a bunch of Harbor Freight tools, and they work. I mean, they may not be the best quality, but they work.
Well, yeah, I was about to say that they're actually literally like YouTube channels that actually test other company tools, or even put them in those that giant press machine and stuff to see how well it'll be destroyed and stuff. So you can tell some of them tools are good or not.
They're not the best quality, but will they do the job? Yes, they'll do the job. And if they break, after a couple thousand uses, then you got your money's worth.
Pretty much.
Did you Honda see Calhoun's last 2 chats just now?
No, I'm looking at Twitter.
He said they have most of the oil and they don't like their government taking all their money for themselves. They are the biggest moneymaker in Canada. Plus, Alberta leader said they might be open to seceding and joining the U.S. And they have the right to do that because of some law they made to placate Quebec.
I didn't know the law part, but yeah, I heard of Alberta want to succeed.
Yeah, I heard the other day that there was an Alberta lawmaker that was going to go and visit the White House because they want to secede from Canada.
All right, listen to this.
I get paid to be out here. You get paid to be out here? Yeah. Amazing. So some pack.
You really are getting paid for this?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, definitely. 100% I'm getting paid for this. Yeah.
So, dude is outside of a Tesla dealership with a defund Doge sign, admitting to people walking by that he's getting paid to be there.
Sounds about right.
It turns out that everything's fucking fake. Did you guys know that? Did you know that everything's fake?
Yeah. The dog and pony show.
Did you know that all the things that the media talks about is a lie?
Yeah.
All the things that the government spends money on is a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That all these people who get in front of you and with signs or whatever apparently are being paid by NGOs to be there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the fucking George Floyd riots were? Do you think those people were getting paid?
Probably.
Yep.
And everybody that goes and protests the NRA convention and whatnot, they're probably also paid.
Have you heard about the Antifa snack bus?
I have not.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, there's a snack bus that shows up to Antifa rallies with a bunch of snacks for everybody, and they stop and everyone gets drinks and snacks and sometimes like signs or whatever else they need, weapons. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because violently protesting and pretending to be an anti-fascist, yet wearing the same clothing as fascists from the 1940s, totally requires snacks.
You know what?
They
I was
get
thinking?
hungry too.
No, I was
Just like in
thinking,
their
if you pay me, like if I had a chance to actually go to one of these anti-gun rallies and get paid, I would spend all that money on guns and ammo.
And so would I.
Yep, I'm sure those snack bus places are the same ones that leave mysterious pallets of bricks too for the Antifa people.
God damn, look at this before and after. This is Johannesburg, South Africa, 2010.
Yep.
2010. Okay.
Same street corner, 2023.
Yeah, damn. The potholes.
You
Look
know
at the
why?
building behind it's all dilapidated. There's like fucking here. Let's go back. Here's the before. Look, there's people in sidewalks, and there's a tree right here. Like the windows are intact. The buildings.
Just a little bit of garbage. A little bit garbage.
Yeah, there's like some garbage, but it's a city.
A little bit.
You know,
Just a little bit. Yeah.
normal.
See, you gotta have some of them.
Jesus.
Now it's completely garbage.
Now there's like a fucking
Trees
wet
gone.
market. Now they're trading fucking like bat fucking guano or whatever the fuck out front, spreading AIDS and shit. Look at the windows up here all busted and broken and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, if you would have said this was LA, I probably would have believed you.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
no, right.
No.
you also might have believed
Yeah.
us if you said it
I
was
would
some
believe
parts of
Detroit.
Chicago.
Nah, I think Chicago been voted the most cleanest city like 3 times in a row. So
Not the safest, that's for sure.
yeah, not the
Yeah.
same, but the cleanest. So
I mean, because
Yeah.
it didn't help the Democrats that they went and had the DNC in Chicago, and then one of the Texas representatives that went to the DNC, got robbed at gunpoint by a criminal outside of that building.
Was that before or after they had their abortion at the abortion bus?
I don't know. That is a good question.
I think it's doing the same time, really. Well, actually, it's kind of trashy now, but that's how it always been. Like
Well, when hasn't it
after
been
winter's over, no, because there's nobody out cleaning the streets during the winter. So when everything
Okay,
starts
whoa,
to
whoa, whoa,
defrost,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
it's
whoa.
trash.
Bernie Sanders had a transgender singer, Laura Jane Grace, perform at his rally singing, "Does your God have a big fat dick?"
Does your God have a big fat dick? 'Cause it feels like he's fucking me. Or his balls filled with lightning to make tango like heaven.
I feel like if anyone
That's
is asking
blasphemy.
for God to come down and fucking smite them, it's us in this country right now.
And I thought Bernie Sanders was supposed to be Jewish.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Never mind.
At least that's what he claims.
Yeah, a lot of them claim that.
He also claimed to fight millionaires and billionaires till he became a millionaire.
Yeah, until he got 4 houses, right?
They seem to claim that when it benefits them.
Right.
I mean, that kind of lets you know whose side is on the right side of history. So,
Whose side, rat side?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Daniel, that's exactly right.
Let's see what Trump has to say. 14 seconds. Go, Trump.
All I know is this: we're going to take in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs, and we're going to become so rich, you're not going to know where to spend all that money. I'm telling you, you just watch. We're going to have jobs. We're going to have open factories. It's going to be great. All I know.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I'm hoping it's true.
Who
I
said
really
bullshit?
do. I think it was Corey.
Corey, why did you say bullshit?
Well, I don't believe that he's going to be able to deliver on everything he's saying along that aspect. It might appear to get a little bit better, but yeah, it's not going to get as he's saying. I don't believe it. I would love to be surprised or be, found wrong and eat my words. I would gladly eat my words, but I don't see it happening.
You don't see what happening?
What he just said about, more money in our pockets and, you're not going to know where to spend it. No.
I know
It's
where
I-
to spend it.
I feel like I did a deep dive into this too because I was struggling with it too. And I was trying to see how it could possibly work. And the tariffs are meant to, they're going to charge our companies to bring in their stuff. And I get that that's a big struggle, but in a couple years, if other countries have to start paying for those products that they're depending on from us already, they're not going to want to have to pay that. So they're probably going to open up their markets. And I think if that affects it in like 2 years, let's see them have to pay those extra billions, right? And so if they open their markets up and drop their tariffs, that's going to make everything in our country cheaper, but it's probably going to take a couple years. I was just doing a little bit of research on it, and I'm starting to come on to the other side where I could see how him matching the tariffs from every other country back on themselves will eventually boomerang back to us if it all goes like it's planned.
Well, and here's the thing, dude. Like, while they're increasing tariffs on other countries' goods being sent to us, yes, in the short term, it will make a few things more expensive. Probably a lot of things, actually, a little bit more expensive. We're talking, like another 20% on top of everything else that's already happened, right? Which is ridiculous. It's a lot of fucking money for everything already, and now we're talking about spending 20% more.
Right.
But imagine if we didn't. Things would just continue. There'd be fewer and fewer jobs. The economy would continue to stagnate, which means we would have to spend even more money to continue the economy, which means the dollar would be worth even less, which means that your spending would go up anyway. Give it a couple of years. We're going to be right there fucking anyway, just because the dollar's going to lose its spending power and your income's not going to go up. So if you sit around and do nothing, you're going to end up in exactly the same position as you would if you're proactive. The difference is being proactive means other countries' goods being brought here. Maybe instead of bringing them here, they'll produce them here, right? They'll set up the factory here. They'll bring the jobs here. Now you have a competitive advantage to produce things in America. And yeah, things are going to cost a little bit more because they're made in America. But now there's more jobs in America. Now there's more people who are prospering. Now there's more money bouncing around the economy. Now a little bit extra money doesn't hurt so bad.
And taxes being lower.
Because you have, and then that's the other part too, right? Because they're bringing in all this money from tariffs. They don't have to tax you as much. In fact, they're trying to get rid of federal income tax altogether.
There's also one other thing. When other countries make stuff, it's not made to quality. But when the United States makes stuff, we make quality shit.
We also make it to spec too. I've gotten 3 different armorer's wrenches off of Amazon and other places that were all made in China, and they're all like a millimeter off spec. It will not fit into the bolts and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like the future is uncertain. Things are in flux. However, doing nothing is like we can guarantee where that ends, right? That ends in hyperinflation. That ends in starvation, basically, because you're not going to be able to afford to feed your kids. The other way is like, yeah, it's a little bit of pain up front. It sucks a little bit more right away. But in the long run, you end in a better position with a better foundation and a better economy that's able to produce things that, like, think about this. When COVID happened, we're like, oh no, we need drugs. Oh no, we need masks.
Oh no, COVID happened.
Please help us, China. Please help us, India. Please produce masks and drugs and send them to us because we can't do it ourselves. Puts us in a really bad position because we can't fucking take care of ourselves when it comes down to it. And in the case of an emergency, when everybody needs the thing, you think the country is going to take care of us before it takes care of themselves that produces the whatever? Right? You think India is going to be like, you know what? We really need these drugs for our people to stay alive, but we're going to send the first 10 batches out to America so that they get theirs first? Fuck no, dude. We're going to be second in line at best. And that's if we're in good standing with the country that's producing the thing, you know? So, right. We need to do it ourselves. We need to have that capability ourselves. We need to have that infrastructure. We need to have the people with the skills. We need to have the know-how. And we need to start working on it now. And the best way to do that is to fucking do it. And there's no better way to get it done than to make things competitively advantaged to produce things here. And the best way to do that is tariffs. So yeah, I think everything Trump just said is 100% correct. I don't know. It's him being hyperbolic, being like, oh, you'll have more money than you know what to do with. Sure. If you want to call that Trump being full of shit or a liar or whatever, fine. I'll take that. But I think that's you being fucking too narrow-minded to fucking see that actually there's a bigger picture, and that's just Trump being Trump. Penis.
And on that note, I'm going to go and pull a Duke and fall asleep.
Well, we've been going for 2 hours and 12 minutes. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Yeah, I'm on.
Good night.
No, don't go.
GN.
No.
Yep, I'm going to bed.
No.
Good night.
Penis liquor.
Engine guy says, got to disagree with that. Jobs aren't coming back until they change California's bullshit and push all of the other states. Can't open 80% of the businesses that we had because of EPA. Yeah, dude. Well, that's the other thing that Trump's doing. Did you hear about the regulation thing that he was talking about, where it's like, okay, I've signed an executive order that for if you are a regulatory agency, regulatory body in this country, and you want to come up with a new regulation to impose on whoever it is that's underneath you, right? Like farmers or restaurants or whatever it is, whatever your purview is. You want a new regulation. Do you know what you have to do to get that new regulation? Delete 10 regulations. So they need to get rid of 10 old regulations to implement a new one. So that's the first thing. Second thing is they're getting rid of all kinds of fucking government oversight, like regulatory overreach of like energy producers and stuff like that. And you bring down the price of energy, you bring down the price of literally everything, because everything is produced, transported, everything's made of energy effectively. So if we can make energy cheaper, we can produce gas for less. We can, make your steak for less. We can bring your fucking, your Xbox 360 to your house for cheaper or whatever. That's a bad example. So yeah, I mean, and maybe it doesn't work. I don't know.
Maybe it doesn't. But
maybe the forces arrayed against us are too strong, and they're gonna fucking put up too many hurdles in the way, and like organize different countries and businesses and individuals and whoever to fucking fuck up the plan and stand in the way. But if things go how they're supposed to go, if people go along with the program, it has a really good chance of working.
I can see the 2-4 USA says it's going to take a generation or two to have people willing to work again. That's probably real, because that's going to be tough to get the young ones to realize that they got to put some back into it.
I like
or
what
for us to train them.
I like what Kennedy is doing with food stamps, right? Because like part of the reason that people are so lazy and so complacent, especially if you get food stamps and like Section 8 and like, you know, Social Security, disability, and all of the different things. Like, why would you ever try to pull yourself up by the bootstraps? You've got everything you want. You got free internet. You got Cheetos. You got fucking Mountain Dew. I'm chilling, bro. But what if you can only buy like carrots and potatoes and chicken, like raw chicken, you know, and stuff like that? Well, now you're at least going to have to learn how to cook. But moreover, you're probably going to want some of those luxuries that you can't have anymore because your EBT card won't pay for it. So maybe you turn to a life of crime or something. I don't know. Maybe it goes bad. Or maybe you get your shit together and you start fucking working at that place, that factory down the street that's producing gadgets because, you know, we produce gadgets apparently now. I don't know, man. Maybe it takes a while. I'm not sure. Again, the future is unclear. But I think that for the first time in my life that I can remember, I'm pretty fucking optimistic about the prospects. I like the prospects. I like the direction. I like the ideology. I like the rhetoric. I guess we'll have to wait to see if the results are good. What's up?
Yeah, your kids work, right? I mean, they're yeah, no.
One has a job, one's looking for a job.
Okay. But you brought them up, so they're gonna have work ethic no matter what, right? I mean, you feel confident?
I am not worried about my kids at all.
Right. And I think maybe there's more people like that too. I just think we gotta train that group a little bit if that's what we're stepping into, and the group right below them for sure. You know, teach those kids how to work a little bit.
Well, I mean, you don't know what you don't fucking know, bro, and you don't know how people act until they're desperate. And if you fucking put people in a position where you're not handing them fucking everything they need anymore, they're gonna figure it out, or they're not. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. But you don't know until you fucking like make them make that decision. And we can't sit here in the same position that we're in currently, just feeding the fucking deer and hoping that like they stop reproducing, bro. It's not gonna fucking work. We don't have the money to keep this up. We can't do it. If we keep this up, we're all gonna be fucked. So we have to cut it off now.
Yeah.
That's the point. And if people can't handle it, if people are going to bitch about it, if people are going to fucking moan and say, oh, this is stupid, I don't get it, this isn't going to work. Cool, dude. Fucking, I guess you're going to starve then.
Yep.
Because you can't figure it out. Now, when it comes to people who are like on disability because they're, you know, disabled, or on Social Security because they're at retirement age and they've earned it,
right?
We need to take care of those people. You're in the VA, or you're an ex-military person who has injuries from being in the military that we ordered you to do as a country. That's a debt we have to pay. And that's another thing, dude. What do you think is going to happen to the deserving elderly, the deserving military veterans, and the like unfortunate people who were disabled, who through no fault of their own are disabled or whatever? If shit goes bad, we can't help any of them. So we got to tighten our belt now so that we're still able to help at least some people, you know? So yeah, I mean, that's where we're at, bro.
Yeah, there's so many fucking people on disability and shit that don't fucking need it. They're just too lazy to work.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think Doge needs to go through. I mean, I don't know how they do that, like line by line, person by person. I'm not sure how that works. Or if they just redefine things, whatever, and make everyone reapply. Like, that would suck, but
There's
Right.
already a few red states trying to do work requirements for stuff, including here in Ohio. They did it last General Assembly, and they're trying to implement it now. It would have to go through federal Congress, though, right now, thankfully, because they've done some really retarded shit in it that would not exempt people that have permanent disability that can't work.
What if they were to do some sort of package once we start getting our industry going again? We start opening up plants and trying to get people to work. What if for the people that are homeless and the people that, you know, don't necessarily work, what if they implemented something where you can get food stamps and you'll get paid, but you have to be actively working at one of these companies to, you know, to reinvigorate our industry, and tie it in that way.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, yeah, we need to get the ones that are physically able to work for the government keep.
Right.
That way it could free up the money for people that really need it, like Honda said, fucking vets and everything.
Right.
You know, I've actually been trying to apply for disability for several years now, and I've known people that were too fat, you know, and they got disability, but someone like me who actually does need it too, because I can't work, you know, brain tumor, etc. Still ain't been approved. They do need to get this shit under control for sure.
All right, guys. It's been 2 hours and 21 minutes. I need to end it. It's time.
Later, dudes.
So we're going to go ahead and say adieu. Deuces,
Adieu.
y'all. Love your
Later,
face.
guys.
Later, gentlemen.
Not be in fridge. Trooper to shop and out of pressure. Battlecast care. Prek the troops. Shall not be in fridge.
Have a blessed night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
I want to talk to you, motherfucker. Call me. Call me. Call me.